Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will be first on the attack. Cam Cook, and everything in this attack runs through him.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Throwing, Hawkins. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and important.
Snags it, and he's open. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way back from the 20. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Gamecocks offense will get its first chance with the football. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating a turnover and getting points off of it.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the run, it's McAllister. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's Sellers to throw. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside no.
Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Breaks into the open. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Crosses the 40. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Sellers from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Makes a grab.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
On the move. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina! And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Looks as if we might have a change in the weather here to start the second quarter. Let's check in with Holly.
Well, guys, as I mentioned, early in that first quarter, there was some rain. But the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Guys, back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. Hand off from the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Throws for the tight end. Right side, it's sacked. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On first down, here comes this offense. Just feeds the running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his man on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Now here's Hawkins. Snags it. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, West Virginia. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Quarterback changing the play. Play fake, Sellers. Escapes the sack. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now, 2nd and going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Look out! Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. And they'll stop him right there on the return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And I think it's safe to say LaNorris Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football, but running it, the strength, the size, the power, and more than anything, what we saw a year ago was his ability to avoid sacks and avoid negative plays. I know this. He doesn't have a chance unless this offensive line gets a lot better, but they believe they've built that up. And if that's the case, this could be a very special year for South Carolina.
Well, and let's be honest. This is where they spent their money in the offseason. They wanted to fortify the offensive line. They brought in Kendall Briles at the coordinator spot. They did everything they could to build around this young man. LaNorris Sellers' talent is through the roof. We know it. Big, strong, can throw it. Now the pieces around him, a big year could be coming for this big young man.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Sellers. Fires quickly. Turning it on. Inside the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Complete. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Using his feet. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Cook. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Hawkins.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me...
But, and he's got room. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in.
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for...
Trying to burn this defensive back. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
And this is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Going to take a shot. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 3 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Back over to your game inside Williams-Brice Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tuggle. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that is...
Turning on the Jets! They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss ball.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 4th down, Sellers. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick give, it's Cook. He's stopped.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
Lets it fly. He's got it on the left. Off and running. He's a touchdown, Gamecocks. And here they come, almost all the way back.
You got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out erratic.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Cook. Just smothered on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
The Mountaineers will punt this one away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Sellers. Showing the arm straight down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
He's going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. 1st down and 10. Michael Hawkins finds his target. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They go play action with Hawkins. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside. It's Cook. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. DB's right up on the receivers. Send the tight end in motion. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Down here on the Gamecocks sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. At the 45 on its way. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, South Carolina. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Out wide right, it's Briggs. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Throwing, Hawkins. Caught. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Plows his way ahead. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again.
Snags it, and there's running room. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hawkins. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Tuggle. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 2nd and long here. Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 3rd and final timeout call by West Virginia. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Tackled way behind the line. The Gamecocks will go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down? Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down 1 score. Michael Hawkins. Left side, it's Brake. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Drops back, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on, he had it right down the middle and he flat dropped it. A lot of ground to cover and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Right down the middle. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Complete downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Again, it's Hawkins. Bought a little time, lets it go. Turns it upfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Throwing, Hawkins. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch?
Touchdown, Mountaineers. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he puts through the extra point.
38, South Carolina, 35.
Deep in the end zone, it's Tuggle. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He's changing the play. Throwing, Sellers. He's taking the deep shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. To the air, it's Sellers. Looking down the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Sellers to the air again. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Sellers. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Here comes the offense on second down. Here's some daylight. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hawkins. Under pressure. Breaks loose. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it.